Welcome to Vision Possible. How are you today? I hope things are going your way already. No matter what time of day you're watching this, morning, noon, or night, I just hope things are going, will continue to go, and have gone your way all day because you deserve it. You are a powerful person, and you deserve everything the world has to offer in a good way. And you need to know that you're a visionary. You're a visionary. If you're on this channel, that means you have a vision for your future. And it's a vision that's not just going to benefit you, but it's going to benefit all the people around you. It's going to benefit people for years to come, hopefully. That is the goal of your vision. And today's topic is, who's in control of your destiny? Who calls the shots in your life? Who is the one that tells you what to do? Who's the one that tells you where to go? Who's the one that controls your paycheck? Is it you, or is it your company that you work for? Or is it someone else? I don't know. Well, who makes the decisions when it comes to your life? Well, I make my own decisions. Okay. Can you say that you're financially independent right now? Just asking a question. I don't say that with any judgment or any arrogance. I'm just asking a question. If you're not financially independent, then someone's calling the shots. Someone is giving you a paycheck, and you're someone who needs to stay employed, which is absolutely fine. That's the way the world goes. People are employed, people work, they have jobs, they, are people that, have to work for a living, and there's honor in that. There's nobility in that. But who calls the shots for them? What if the business they work for suddenly closes? I saw a lot of people during the pandemic over the last year. I'm recording this, and this is May of 2021. Can't believe it's May already. But all through 2020, people losing their jobs like crazy because of the COVID vaccine. Not the COVID vaccine, the COVID virus, sorry. Because of the COVID-19 virus. That was unexpected. No one saw that coming. Maybe a few people did. No one thought it would turn out the way it turned out. And it's a shame that so many people lost their jobs. I wasn't working at a company at the time. I had started my own company. So my company just kept going because I decided to keep it going. But there's only a few of us that work at my company at the time, or that worked at my company at the time. So it was really no big deal to keep my company going. But my daughter lost 2 jobs. She had a waitress job and a nanny job. She lost them both. And so we took her into our company where she works for us. And she has just exploded with amazing stuff that she does. She has talents, abilities, and skills she never knew she had. She can edit, she can write, she can produce, she can organize. And I knew she had some of these qualities already. I could see it in her, but she never really wanted to lean on them. She wanted just to be a nanny and a waitress, and that's completely fine too, if that's what you want to do. But I knew she had more in her. Like, I don't want her just to be the waitress. I want her to own the restaurant, But that's a dad for you. But, she really had these skills and these talents that she never knew she had until she was forced to use them. So now she can really call her own shots in a lot of different ways because she has abilities that are valuable to people. I'm going to write that down too. That's a good topic. Every time I do one topic, I'll write other topics down. What is your value is a great topic for another one of these videos. And I'm going to do that. But right now we're talking about who's in charge of your destiny. Who calls the shots in your life? Are you wondering if the company you work for is going to go out of business? Who signs your paycheck? Where's the paycheck come from? Are they taking too many taxes out of your paycheck? Are they sitting there are they demoting you? Has someone else come in that you're now nervous about them taking your job? I remember a few years ago, a company I worked for was merging with another company. And, when you have a merger, you have redundancies, meaning that there's suddenly going to be 2 people doing the same job. There'll probably be 40 or 50 instances of jobs that are now being done by 2 people. So one of those people has to go. And so who will it be? And being in a position like that happens to tons of people all the time. And it's a terrible position to be in. It really is. And listen, I'm not saying that everybody on this platform that's listening to me has to call their own shots. You don't have to. You can be employed by a company and do what they tell you and take their paycheck. And by the way, when they want to retire you, and they will, you're done. That's if. By the way, my wife and I, Julieann, we started Vision Possible because we wanted to show people another option. Hey, you know what? You can call your own shots. You can be in charge of your own destiny. You, that's right, you. And, your destiny should be something that you are 100% in control of. And listen, I know a lot of us come from different home backgrounds. We have different levels of education. We have different levels of training. We have different levels of experience. We have all that stuff, right? It's one of those things where you have to rise above where you came from if it's somewhere that's down below. What I mean is, if you come from a thing that you consider down, I came from down here. I'm from beneath the tracks. I'm from the other side of the tracks. I'm from a lower class, whatever. That's what I'm trying to say. If you feel as though you come from a lower situation, then you need to rise up out of that situation. There are countless examples of people that came from a seemingly insurmountable situation. Like, how could anybody survive this, let alone succeed, right? But you can do it. You can. And just because you're living maybe in a place where there's not a lot of opportunity doesn't mean you can't go to a place where there's opportunity. Or you can find opportunity there, right where you are, and create it yourself. I am fascinated by people that create their own opportunities and make their own way and really pull something out of nothing. One of my favorite movies is The Founder with Michael Keaton, where he plays the guy, he plays Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. Or is he the founder? If you watch that movie, Ray Kroc really isn't the founder of McDonald's. The McDonald's brothers are the founders of McDonald's. They're the ones who invented the way McDonald's makes their food, the fast, efficient way they cook hamburgers quick and fries and all this stuff. They kind of invented that system, the fast food system. But they didn't know how to market it. And Ray Kroc came in and saw the potential and saw how they could market it. And he started building up the marketing of McDonald's. And I think now we all know McDonald's is probably the biggest fast food chain on planet Earth. They're also one of the biggest landowners on Earth. That was the genius of McDonald's. They owned the land where the restaurants were. And just the way they did that with the real estate. When I watched that movie, I went, oh, wow, look at that. See, they found a way in this movie to show you that, yes, the hamburgers are important, but it wasn't so much the hamburgers. It was the real estate the restaurants were on that helped contribute to the success of McDonald's. So watching movies like that, and you see Ray Kroc was in his 50s when he started this restaurant, McDonald's. He was an older guy. Hey, I'm in my 50s. Maybe there's hope for me too. But, he was an older guy, and he started this restaurant chain. And obviously we know how it did. In fact, there's so many copycats out there now copying McDonald's, so many other fast food chains that do the exact same formula McDonald's had. And they're seeing almost the same amount of success because that model works. You can start your own model of doing things. You can start a business. There's this girl I follow on TikTok. She's a business owner, and her business is she does specialty novelty drinking cups. She puts designs on them and stuff. And I'm just really fascinated by her when I watch her videos because it's all about her building up her business. It's really, really cool. There's another couple people I follow on TikTok. Butch, you're on TikTok? I thought that was for kids. Oh, no. You should go on TikTok and see these fascinating people that make these incredible pieces of art and have these amazing businesses. They're really, truly amazing. You should really watch. And you should see the types of stuff that are out there. Anyway, there's other people, artists that sell their stuff, how they market their business, how they sell their business, how they show off what they can do. TikTok gives you the ability to get a huge following and to get people looking at your stuff, to get eyeballs on your work. You got to be consistent and upload things. That's another thing too, social media. Who controls your destiny? If you control your social media correctly, you can totally control your destiny. Like me, I have a YouTube channel, I have a TikTok channel, I have a Facebook page, a fan page, I have an Instagram page, I have all of the pages that I feel I need right now. I don't go on Twitter very often. Twitter, I think, is a little bit too volatile, but that's just for me. You really can't do as much business on Twitter it's more of a comment type of thing. But I love being able to put my own work out there and let people see it for themselves. When I was working at Nickelodeon for all those years, and this is back before the internet really was a big thing, back in the early 2000s, I had to put my show out and hope that they would put a commercial out for my show. Fortunately, they did. But I, of course, wasn't satisfied. I wanted to see more commercials. You should put 10 commercials a day on. But with social media, you can put 10 commercials out for your stuff. You can advertise for yourself as much as you want because it's all free. There was one kid I was following on Instagram years ago, and I knew him. He was a young guy, younger than me. Really nice guy. I met him at Nickelodeon. And out of nowhere, I hadn't seen him for a couple of years. I go on Instagram, and he's got this multi-million following account. I'm like, where did this come from? And he just started making these cool little videos and like little short videos, really funny stuff. And I'm like, wow, he just grew that thing to over like 1 million or 2 followers, and out of nowhere. And he said, people just started following. He took advantage of it. And anyway, the point is, he gave it a shot. He wanted to be in control of his own destiny. Rather than wait for someone to buy his work, which can happen. It's a bigger job to get someone to buy a show. Start doing stuff on social media. Start putting your work on social media, seeing if you have an audience there. I think it's worth a try. I mean, that is a step in the right direction to controlling your own destiny. Rather than wait for someone to knock on the door and hope they recognize how awesome you are, and maybe, just maybe, they'll give you a job. I look at that as like you're standing on a dock, hoping someone will pick you to help unload the ship. You know what I mean? Pick me, and they go like 1, 2, 3, and they pick 4 people out of a crowd of 100. Maybe they'll pick you that day. If that's a job you had to do, I understand that completely. Believe me, I get that. But we need to start taking steps, guys, to learn how to control our own path, our own destiny. Why should I be subject to the whims of this person because they had a bad day, or they made a bad investment, or they are a bad CEO, or they made a stupid decision? You know what I mean? I saw decisions get made when I was just an underling working for different studios in Hollywood. I would see decisions get made by people and like, why are you guys making this product? This is bad. I mean, you can just tell it's not good. Or why are you letting these people run this thing? Or how come this guy isn't doing his job, and all that other stuff? And you see people do things you don't really necessarily agree with. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've made all kinds of mistakes. Believe me, tons of mistakes. But it all came out of the fact that I wanted to control my own destiny. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to be my own commander, and I'm going to continue doing that until I can't continue anymore. Working for somebody, and this is, again, just me, working for somebody right now, for me, is not an option. I work for me. The only people I'm going to work for, metaphorically speaking, are my viewers, are my fans, are the people who like the products I'm putting out. My wife and I are starting this business, Access Entertainment, a family-friendly streaming service. And I'm so excited. We just put our beta test out, and I can't wait to see what people think of it. But it's a wonderful thing that we've been working about 3 years on. And we finally got the test out there. And this is basically a streaming service with tons of content on it. And we want to make sure that people love it and like it and can watch it and enjoy it. And that's the goal. And the goal is also to make sure families know they have a place to come where their children and themselves, parents, can feel safe. They don't have to wade through the minefield of muck that's out there in the entertainment world. They can watch a show and really, really enjoy it and not feel like they got scarred for life. That's our goal, is to keep families safe. When I say safe, I don't mean bored. I mean, hey, there's programs without, questionable content on there. Let's put it that way. And if you want questionable content, there's plenty of places you can find it. But on Access, you're not going to find any of that stuff. You're just going to find great, awesome entertainment that's well written, well made, and anyone can watch it. That's what our goal is. But my only bosses are going to be my customers. What do the customers want to see? What do they want? Do they want more of this? Do they want more of this? Are they liking this? I want them to be able to be in touch with me. I want them to be able to communicate with me. I'll have an open forum somehow where I can communicate with people on a weekly or monthly basis to where I can get, an overall opinion of what's going on. I want them to see a face for this company. A lot of entertainment companies are very, very faceless. You don't know who's running them, who's behind them. Maybe some you do, but you don't see them a lot. And I know for a fact you don't, because there's companies out there that I really like. I have no idea who's running them or what they're even thinking. But in this case, we're going to make sure that the people know who we are. My wife and I are going to be out there front and center. People can talk to us. They can interact with us anytime they want. And that's what's going to be, not anytime they want, but we'll set up times for them to do that. But that's our goal. And so that is going to be what we do. And I want to create an atmosphere and a work atmosphere where people can feel empowered and people can feel like they can grow. And I want them to be just as passionate about this business as I am. I'm passionate about making entertainment that uplifts people and empowers them. I don't want to ever scar them or embarrass myself, ever. My goal is to put stuff out there that people can look back on and go, man, am I glad I watched that? Boy, I really had a good time watching that. I can hand my child or I can hand my family the tablet and they can watch anything on here. Anything on O Access you can watch, completely 100% safe. So that's our goal. But yeah, that's my goal. My goal is I want to control my own destiny, and I want you to control your own destiny as well. And I think you can do it. I know you can. Here at Vision Possible, we want you to make your daydream your day job. And what does that look like? What is your daydream? Do you even know what your daydream is? It helps to know. Start writing it down. Write down some thoughts. Write down some dreams. Write down some goals. That's what everybody should do. And then how do you go about achieving these goals? I met so many people lately that have come to me with goals, and a lot of them are pushing toward them. And some of them are pushing toward them in the way they know how. Some of them aren't perfect. Heck, I'm not perfect at all. But these people are pushing toward their goal. And the way they know how, they're still pushing. They're pushing and pushing and pushing because they want it so bad. I can see it. And I guarantee you, I'm going to work with these people because I see these people's passion. Is their work amazing? Not yet. But I can see the drive in them. I can see the passion. I know with the right opportunity and the right materials and the right, support, they can be huge successes. And I aim to make them that if I can help in any way. That's what I want to do. And I want to help you too. That's why we're here at Vision Possible. We want to help you make your daydream your day job. We want to make sure you know how to manage your finances, how to manage your business, how to manage your, your day-to-day routine. That's another big thing. Your day-to-day routine. It's another good topic too. Day-to-day routine. Why is the routine important? There's a young man that works for me, and just the other day he goes, I'm going to start making to-do lists for myself. And he's like 20. And I was like, good for you, man. That's a great way to start. Making a to-do list is perfect. And it's something he's excited about. He's never really done that in that way before. And so, it might sound simple to you, but this is a young man just starting off doing this. And it's really awesome. I'm really proud of him because it's a step in the right direction. So listen, guys, controlling your own destiny is something everybody should be able to do. There's a scripture in the Bible that says the borrower is the slave to the lender. If you're depending on someone else's success, then you're going to be completely subject to their whim and to their whatever they do. And I know there's more for you in life than that. You're going to be the one calling the shots. You're going to be the one that's climbed the ladder and built the strength once you get to the top and be able to guide other people. Because it's all about teaching the people behind you. And that's what I want you to do too, is teach the people that are coming up behind you so they can get stronger as well. Okay? All right, guys, have a great rest of your week. I'm thrilled that you're part of this audience. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being just awesome and being here. And, let's just do this together. Let's control our own destinies, okay? And let's build companies. Let's build huge projects that can empower people and enable people to get better and to fulfill dreams for people. Let's do that, okay? Let's make an agreement. Let's do it. And let's not be subject to somebody else's thoughts or ideas to where they can just fire you on a whim or, get rid of you whenever they want. That's no way to live, and you live in fear that way. We don't want to see that. Okay? All right, well, have a great rest of your week. And I'm excited. This pumps me up talking about this type of stuff. I get fired up. I want to get out there and start succeeding even more. I know you do too. All right, so have a